sip, take a rip. Once you live, just double click. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Daddy G Show. The Daddy G Show. Now type it in, take it in. Where do I begin? He's really funny and he's not really thin. It's the Big Daddy G Show. G Show. Big Daddy G Show. G Show. He's a funny guy, I'm not gonna lie. He wants to make me laugh out both my eyes. It's the Big Daddy G Show, G Show. It's the Daddy G Show, G Show. Yeah. Now let's go. Now boy, what you know? Man, he made me laugh so hard I hit the floor. It's the Big Daddy G Show, G Show. The Daddy G Show, G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. It's the Big Daddy G Show. Yeah. Now what you know? It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. It's the Big Daddy G Show. He make you laugh so hard you hit the floor. What it is, it's the Big Daddy G Show.
You are on now?
Oh, hi kids. Let me turn my... I don't know what I've got playing here. Hold on a second. Hi kids. Where am I? The cameras don't have lights, so I don't know who I'm talking to or where I'm talking. But hi kids, we are back. It's been
center. If you look at the camera mounted on the wall.
Mounted on the wall. Hi, how are you? Hello, how are you? Welcome to the Big Daddy G Show, and we are back, dude. They thought it couldn't be done, and but guess what? It has been done, and here we are, alive on the studio, or not on the studio, but in the studio. And what have I got? Something's trying to get out of my medicine box. Anyway, dude, thank you for joining us. Today is Tuesday, June 20th. The year is 2023, and it's 8:02 p.m. Where are your kids? So anyway, that's what we used to say. Where are your kids?
Someone asked on Facebook, where is your motorcycle?
Where is my motorcycle? Well, I haven't ridden the motorcycle in a while because I got a leak underneath the gas tank, and hopefully I'll get that fixed pretty soon because I miss my bike, man. It's been a while since I've ridden it. I'm not sure how long it's been. It's been a few months. If this one thing I learned about motorcycles, if you've been riding a motorcycle for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years, doesn't matter. If you have not ridden your motorcycle in a long time, dude, you need to take it slow. When you get back on that bike, take it slow. You know, go a block or two. Don't go too fast. Don't think, oh, I got this. You know, no. That's how you end up on the side of the road. You know, with your head over there and your leg over there, and so, yeah, you gotta break back into it. You know, and I'm glad I followed somebody's advice doing that. And so what I do is I just ride up and down country roads where there's hardly any traffic. And I learned, you learn how to ride again. Dude, I love riding my bike. I've always told people that if I die on my motorcycle, I died happy. If I die on at a theater, at a movie theater, I died happy. If I die on a homemaker, if I die on a homemaker, I died happy. Sorry, Ma. Here's a sip. Awesome. Look, I'm glad that you guys are here. First of all, I want to see, can you give me a close-up on this, Taryn? Excuse me. I don't know if we can do this or not, but they're going to try. What this is...
So our camera operator is coming your way.
Okay. So what this is from what I understand, next Sunday, Taryn, you said? Next Sunday, the Austin Public...
Yes, Sunday, June 25th from noon to 4 p.m.
Okay, so Sunday, June 25th from 12 noon to 4 p.m. They're going to have an open house here. So if you've ever wanted to do a television show or a podcast, these guys will help you put that together, and it's not expensive at all. If you save the money, like don't go out one Saturday night, you'll have plenty of money to become a producer, and come and produce, man. Come and create. JC was just on the stage earlier, or here in the studio earlier, and JC's got his own show, and I asked him to if he would come and tell us about his show. Can you see that, or is that? I'm trying to hold it to where it doesn't shine too much, but it's a cool little design. Is that an armadillo? What is that?
Yeah, that's an armadillo.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it looks like Charlie. Wow, look, the armadillo looks a little like Charlie. Charlie is like our second in command here. I think, I'm not sure, but he's one of the top dogs here, and he will help you and explain stuff to you. And Dougie, our fearless leader, will be here. If I'm allowed, I will be here. I'm not wearing an ankle bracelet or anything like that. It's just that I tend to get a little rowdy sometimes, and especially if there's alcohol. But it's a good rowdy, they don't keep me in jail for too long. Just, what is it, 8 hours? And then they let you out. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's going on right now here in the city of Austin, Texas. And it started at 7 p.m. and it goes until 9 p.m. So you might have missed it tonight, but there's going to be another showing tomorrow. Now, this is for the 48-hour film project. Is that right, John? 48-hour film project? And they're holding these screenings at the Southwest Lake Creek 7. That's Southwest Lake Creek 7 Theater here in Austin, Texas. And it'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. They're holding them tonight also from 7 to 9 p.m., but it might be too late to go tonight. But if you want to go check out and we're going to have Ollie come on the show, whether she likes it or not. We're going to have her come on the show, and she's going to explain to you guys. She's the producer for the city of Austin and Dallas, and I'm not sure about Houston Oklahoma City. I don't know. This girl gets around. And so she's the producer for the 48-hour film project. And what it is they give you a topic and a genre and a sentence that you have to use in the short film. And you have 48 hours to write it, and produce it, and then edit it and have it in within 48 hours. And I've done a couple of them, and if you like to sleep, this is not for you. But if you've ever wanted to see what it's like to do film, or be involved in a film, this is what you need to do, because after you're either going to love it or you're not. So if you've ever wanted to do film, man, yep. If you ever want to do a live television show like this, or if you want to pre-record it and then put it on the air, you can do that also here. They'll teach you how to do it. They'll work with you. They'll teach you about all the equipment. They just spent almost something like $500,000 upgrading the cameras and the sound equipment and the lab that I'm talking through right now. I would like to make one quick little note. This lab that I'm wearing right now, you can actually check it out if you're wanting to do a show, or you're wanting to produce something. You pay a producer's license, which is cheap. It's not expensive at all, and you can rent this stuff out. One thing that bothered me, and I'm not going to ask for. Maybe I'll do it. All right, don't get mad, Taryn. But I wanted to show something on here, I don't know if you can get a close up of this or not, but look how mistreated this particular one has been. So guys, you know, if you're a producer for Austin Public, please, I'm going to say one more time, please take care of our equipment, man, because you're not the only one that uses it. We all use it. And this one's been, you can tell it's been mistreated. Luckily, it's a tough little, you know, thing, but, you know, guys, if you're a producer, please take care of our stuff, man. The other thing that I wanted to mention, well, let me mention the address one more time so you guys have it for the 24-hour screening. It'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Again, today is June the 20th, 2023. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Southwest Lake Creek 7 Theater. And you go out there and they'll be screening the 48-hour projects that so far. We will have, I believe it's sometime in July, like at the end of July, we're going to have the winners of the contest, and we're going to have Ollie here, and I think we're going to have the actors also, like the main actors of the films. So you guys stay tuned. And Ollie, she's, you know, I have her down as Ollie Crazy Wild Woman 48-hour film project. So yeah, super nice lady, and she can drink a margarita, let me tell you. The other thing I wanted to, I don't know if y'all can notice, but my beard is a little gray, and I normally have my beard painted by a guy named Faraz at a place called Ziba. It's here in Austin, Texas on Highway 183, and like Highway 183, what would that be, north? 183 north? And it's close to Lakeline Mall. It's next to a Thundercloud Subs. That's how fat people give directions. You go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, take a right, go all the way till you see the Church's Fried Chicken, take a left, and then you'll see the Jack in the Box. It's right next to that Jack in the Box. That's how fat people give directions. So it's right next to a Thundercloud Subs, and the guys there at the Thundercloud Subs are really nice. But anyway, I went and got a haircut. There we go. There's the picture. It's that little zebra, the little sign in the middle. I've been going to him for about 15, maybe 17 years, something like that. Super nice guy and not expensive at all. So please go check him out. If you'll check his Google reviews, he's got like a 4.9 rating out of hundreds and hundreds of people that have rated him. So trust me, and tell him you're a friend of mine, and I don't think he'll give you a discount, but you know, he might be nice to you. One of the things I got a few things I wanted to talk to you about, but one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was that today, June, this whole month is PTSD Awareness Month. And a lot of people don't know what PTSD, and they think that, you know, you can only get PTSD from from being in the military, and that's not true. PTSD can be, just like, it could be like if you had a car accident and now you're afraid to be in cars. I was recently in a car accident, I guess about a year ago or something like that. And now I freak out all the time when I'm in a vehicle. I have to close my eyes sometimes because it's pretty bad. So let me give you the definition to PTSD in case you're, stupid and you don't know, or you've never heard of it. Here it is. PTSD is a mental health problem you may develop after experiencing traumatic events. The condition was first recognized in war veterans. It has had different names in the past, such as shell shock, but it's not only diagnosed to soldiers. So, yeah, you can have, it can be from just about anything. You could be swimming and you almost drown, and so now you're afraid of water, and, So today or this month is PTSD Awareness Month. So please check out PTSD. Please be kind to people that suffer from it, because it's tough on people. It's tough on their bodies. it's tough on their mental health, but you can survive it. You can deal with it and you move on. And some people will deal with it for the rest of their lives, but they'll learn how to deal with it. So please show some compassion to people that tell you that they have PTSD, because it's a traumatic thing, man. And so.
I have one thing I wanted to tell you.
Sure.
This month is also Austin Public Access Television Month. And there was a clip I can play, or we can save it for Doug, but I was just letting you know that this month, the city of Austin made a proclamation that Austin Public Access Television Month is this month.
Awesome. I didn't even know that, but that's cool. Can you cue up that and let me know when it's ready?
It's ready to go.
Oh, okay. Well, play it now. So check this out, kids. We'll be right back, right after this.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Natasha Harper Madison. I'm the proud city council member for District 1 here in Austin, Texas, on the Austin City Council. And I get the opportunity today to offer some gratitude and appreciation. For 5 decades, the city of Austin has preserved and supported public access TV. In fact, public access TV is the longest running public access television channel in America. It all started back in 1973, a whole 4 years before I was born, with a trip deep into West Austin, up Mount Larson, to wire a playback device into the cable system for the channel's very first broadcast, which, of course, was a live music performance, naturally. Off script just a minute. That's how my folks landed in Austin, Texas in 1974. By way of the Curvo Folk Music Festival. They called him Deucey, you have to get to Austin. And he came here to play music. So naturally, a live music performance. This local gym has amplified the voices of the Austin community, helping them to entertain, inform, and maintain an independent platform for free speech and non-commercial programming, and also maintain the city's proud reputation for keeping Austin. This is where the audience participation is important. Keeping Austin weird. We have had some wonderful community activists utilize this platform, one of which was our beloved late Dr. Marvin Griffin, who was the pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church. Dr. Griffin hosted a live series for our African American community. The show originated from the Carver Library and aired on public access TV. The Austin Film Society, which actually is in my neighborhood, O2, the Austin Film Society manages daily operations of Austin Public Access TV, ensuring that it continues to serve as an incubator that allows anyone to be a producer or a director, including award-winning directors such as Richard Linklater and Robert Rodriguez, who both used this platform to start their very successful directing careers. Today, the focus is on training and workforce development in film and creative careers, with a focus on our BIPOC communities while preserving traditional public access television programming. We are so very proud of our 3 public access TV channels and the state-of-the-art video production facility and studio located in Austin, in my district, as I mentioned, District 1. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and read the proclamation. Be it known that whereas Austin Public Access Television is celebrating its 50th anniversary this month, and whereas Austin Public Access Television can trace its origins to June of 1973, when several University of Texas radio, TV, film majors went out to Mount Larson with their video production equipment on their shoulders to broadcast the first live television show. And whereas Austin's Public Access Channel 10 is the longest continuous running community channel in the country, And whereas this free speech, non-commercial voice of the people, this platform has served as an incubator for local indie filmmakers, as I mentioned before, Richard Linklater and Roger Rodriguez, as well as others. Whereas thousands of community members have shared their stories with the Austin community via the Austin Public Access TV over the past 5 decades. And whereas we wish Austin Public Access TV continued success in empowering community members easy and free access to the tools and technology to find their unique voices and amplify them with fellow Austinites. Now, therefore, I, Natasha Harper Madison, proud council member for District 1 on the Austin City Council, Mayor Kirk Watson, and the rest of the City Council, do hereby proclaim June 2023 as Austin Public Access Television Month.
Wow. So we just wanted to kind of give you an idea about the award that Public Access got. I do want to mention that Channel 10, which is out of this station, is the oldest. Am I right, Tom? The oldest television station or channel?
Yeah, the longest running public access show channel in the country. It's on June 25th will be 50 years.
June 25th will be 50 years. And again, they're going to have that party here this Sunday. So y'all should come out, man. I'll be here, and there's going to be a lot of people here. So please come out and check it out. They usually have food and sodas and stuff like that. So please come out and check us out, man. Get off your arse and come down and check it out. We will help you in any way that we can. Because we have a lot of stuff going on, there might not be a lot of stuff we can help you with, but there's people here that's what they do. They love what they're doing, and they get paid to do it. They get paid to love what they're doing, man. You can't beat that. Okay, so I just want to go by because we have a guest today that I wanted to introduce. Not yet, so don't come in here yet, Rob, but I wanted to introduce him to you guys in a little bit. But a couple of things I wanted to talk about real quick. Let's see. Today, I went to a Shell gasoline station. Tara, what is it, a Citgo or something like that? I don't know what the company is, but it's Shell. And so I walk in, and now they have this thing. So you get whatever it is you want to buy, and you put it on this little spot, and it rings everything up in one shot. And then you just put your card in, and it also has a deposit thing for coins and a deposit thing for cash. And I was explaining to the girls behind the counter that I said, do you know what they're doing here? And they go, oh, no, we love this thing. With this machine, we don't have to do anything here. I said, well, that's the point. They're fixing it to where you won't have a job, so that they can save, because they need to buy another yacht or another 747 because, Shell and gas companies don't have enough money. So, they're going to take your $10 an hour job away from you so that you can, so they can make more money. So anyway, I try not to use those self-checkout things because if they have 10 registers there, then that means 10 people lost their jobs. Let's say only 5 people lost their jobs. It's still 5 people that lost their jobs, HEB. So, stop being greedy bastards and start caring like your ads say that you care about people. So, get rid of those self-checkouts, man. I know that it puts more money in your pocket, but it also puts people out on the streets. So please stop doing that. So anyway, when I explained to the girls what the machines were doing, then they didn't like the machines anymore because now they realized why they were doing it. And so, they were sold to them, oh, this is going to help you so much. You don't, you don't even have to you basically don't even have to talk to a person anymore. So anyway, don't use self-checkout. Another thing I wanted to mention, many moons ago, back in the 70s, we had what was called an oil embargo. I know I've talked on the show about it before, but I just want to tell the new people that haven't seen it. Today is June the 20th, 2023, and the speed limit, the fastest speed limit in the United States right now is Texas at 85 miles an hour. And there's some places that you can go 85 miles an hour on the highways in Texas. Now, why? Why did we go from 65 to back to 55 in the 70s, and now we're at 85? Well, when the oil embargo started, I'm going to explain it to you, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. In the 70s, when the oil embargo hit, we passed laws here in the United States to lower the speed limit down to 55, because the most fuel efficient speed in your vehicle is 55. Unless you're driving an electric car, then I don't think it matters. But if you're doing 55 and you have a gas vehicle, that is the most fuel efficient speed. Any speeds that you go higher than that, then you're wasting 30% of your gasoline. So 30% of your gallon is going out the tailpipe. So please try to go as close to 55 miles an hour as you can. It'll save money in your pocketbook. Hey, dude, leave 5 minutes earlier from work or from school or from home. You know, if you have an appointment, leave a few minutes earlier. Take your time, save some money, and save wear and tear on your cars too. So anyway, I kind of like the idea that, that Texas has the fastest speed if you're driving an electric car. But if you're driving gas cars, not such a smart idea. Another thing I wanted to mention is that we are needing help on the show. As you guys know, nobody here gets paid. Everybody is volunteering their time to come in and produce this show. And what we do is we showcase talent, and we don't charge anybody to do it. And so please, we need interns. So anyway, yeah, we need interns. And if you're interested, please contact us at thebigdaddyg@gmail.com. That's thebigdaddyg@gmail. And we'll set you up, and we can teach you how to run cameras, lights, sound, all that stuff. And all you have to do is get off your arse and get down here. We're here Tuesdays. Before you come down here, we will put you through a little training class that is free, so you don't have to pay for anything. So you come down here and they train you on some stuff, pretty much just basic safety stuff. And then come be an intern on the show. You don't even have to go to school. You can learn it here. So, and learn how to make films through here. So yeah, come down here and help us out, and let us help other people. I do want to mention this real quick, and then we're going to have Rob come in. But we have had some people on this show that have gone on to, to famous positions. So I'm telling you, this works. So if you've ever wanted to do a show, whether it be a podcast show, we have studios here where you can do a podcast. We have studios here where you can do a live television show like this. And so please, get off your arse and come and help and do your own show. So the next thing, let's see, I think I've pretty much covered everything.
We're ready.
So, okay. So we're going to bring, we're not going to show a clip or anything, are we?
No, you can bring him in.
Okay. All right. So we're going to bring in Rob. And this is actually, Rob has worked on the crew before, and he's helped us with a bunch of other stuff. We did a short film called 420, and Rob drove the limo in that particular movie. So if you want to see him in a film, in that particular film, he's the limo driver. Anyway, hey Rob, come on in. Rob's going to come in this way. We're not using the green screen, so we don't have a curtain. A curtain. So sit down. All right. So this is Rob, and what's your last name, Rob?
It's Kosmicki.
Kosmiski. No. Kamiski.
We're off to a great start.
Kamiski?
Kosmicki.
Kosmiski.
So like if you had a cousin and his name is Mickey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kosmiski. No, Cosmic. All right. Rob. This is Rob. So, Rob, I had actually talked to Rob a long time ago, and he had told me about this dream that he had, that he wanted to open up a shop where he sold vintage stuff. Correct?
Yeah.
And he started small, right? You started kind of small, and now you've grown pretty good. I mean, you're doing it. Tell the kids a little bit about it.
Sure. Also, I'm sorry I'm not all dressed up. If you sell vintage clothing, you're supposed to be dressed up. I could have dressed something cool, like a leather jacket or something like that. It's really cool, right?
It's only 102.
But this is what I'm wearing. It's comfortable. I feel comfortable.
Nice.
That's all you got to be these days,
Yeah.
right? Also, this is a nice chair. I don't know where you got this chair, but it's incredible.
I keep it in the trunk of my car.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to tell me after the show where you got this chair, because
I think we have 4 of them.
really?
Yeah, I think we have 4.
That's nice. No, I moved here about 8 years ago from Chicago, and I started working corporate jobs. And I got really sad and depressed and miserable, and it was more about profit than people.
Yeah.
There has to be like a balance, and I was just really bummed out. And I would just sit in bed, and I would just wait till I had to go to work, and I would come home, and I'd just go right back to bed, and I was just really sad. And then I took a leave of absence, and I took a drive to Santa Fe, New Mexico by myself, like
Nice.
on a spur, and listened to a lot of Springsteen on the road, just
Nice.
as one does.
Nice.
Hung out in New Mexico, recorded a video to myself telling me that I wanted to make changes and do all this good stuff for myself. And I came back and I made changes, and I quit my job and I did all this stuff. And then eventually I had a son, and I named him Bruce after the Springsteen I listened to on the way to New Mexico when I was like kind of like figuring out what I wanted to do and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now your kid is like 2 now, right?
He's going to be 2 in July. If he's
Yeah.
watching right now, you should be in bed, sir.
Oh, Pops, it's
I'm
only
sorry.
32.
Them's the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I don't want to see him when I'm not looking this cool. Like, I need to be wearing a leather jacket if he's watching. So,
do we have a picture, Tom? I think we have a picture of the little guy and the missus.
let me see this picture. Let me see this.
We'll see if he'll try. Oh, there it is.
Them's my babies right there. Them's my babies.
And that's your missus, and that's Bruce right there.
Them's my little babies right there.
Holy moly. Is he standing on the floor or on the table?
He's standing on the floor,
Oh,
which is
okay.
really big.
Dude, he is really tall.
Yeah. I mean, they don't make babies that tall.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. The camera added some feet to me. I'm not usually this tall either.
Is your dad tall?
Not really, no.
And your mom?
Am I
no?
right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Well, supposedly a long time ago there were giants on the planet.
Is that right?
So,
How long are we talking?
maybe 1,000 years ago, something like that, maybe 2,000 years ago. They're actually, I'm going to tell you all something really cool. In the Grand Canyon, there's a cave that was discovered, and you're not allowed to go in that cave because they found these giant skeletons. And so you're not allowed to go in there because they don't want you to know about stuff like that, because the Earth is only 4,000 years old.
I also have a flyer anytime you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
we'll get to that.
yeah,
But wait a minute. We're talking about giants now?
yeah.
I'm fascinated by this. So where did you learn about this? The giants?
Dude, you can Google it. And, if I remember correctly, it was back in the 30s
Mhm.
that there was a guy. There are caves like crazy at the
I
Grand
can Google
Canyon.
it if you want me to.
Yeah.
What do I put in Google?
Just put in giants, the Grand Canyon.
Uh-huh.
Giant skeletons, Grand Canyon.
Google giant skeletons, Grand Canyon, Tyrone.
Yeah. And it was really, really interesting to me. And I wanted to go to the cave because I'm not one of those people that if you tell me no, and we're paying for it, then yeah. and that brings me to toll roads. I don't understand why we have to pay for a road that we paid for. So
I used to work for a toll booth for a long time, and the worst thing is I used to just read books, just read book after book, and then there was a guy on his bicycle who used to come up and try and steal all the change off the ground. We would shoot him away with boobs.
Oh,
Can't steal that change. That belongs to the state.
yeah. Well, it actually goes to some guy in Spain, from what I understand. There they are. There's some pictures right there. An underground city full of giant skeletons discovered in the Grand Canyon.
Get out of town.
You see, I'm not making this stuff up.
Wait, what website is this? Is GeoCities?
This is
Angel Fire?
I don't.
Definitely not, I don't know, edgeofknowledge.com.
Edgeofknowledge.com?
There's old newspaper clippings of it also, but you're not allowed to go into these caves. It's like.
Let's just go to these caves. Like, they can't stop us.
Well, I'm in, dude.
All right, we're going.
It's not that far. I'm in.
They're all related to Rob.
They're all related to Rob, yeah.
Well, some of them are for sure.
I
but-
think he's wearing their shirt you got on right now. Look at him.
Oh, man.
but
it's just comfortable.
Dude, you should really check it out. If you really want to go, dude, I'm in. And we'll take the show with us.
Yeah.
And Dougie, can we take cameras? And no. We can't take cameras with us because that's out of the state.
If there's one thing,
I say out of the country.
There's one thing I care about. It's giant skeletons.
Yeah.
From the what year is this?
Like in the 30s. I think they found them in the 30s. And it's like super illegal,
Let's get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, well, as long as I've got an attorney on retainer, so I'm covered. I can get bailed out anytime.
Perfect.
So, all right. So you're from Chicago.
I am.
And your kin, your family. I say we got to be. We're from Texas, so your kin is in Chicago.
Yep.
Do any of them know how to make that Chicago-style pizza?
No, but I know where to buy Chicago-style pizza.
Here?
Well,
or up there?
So there are Chicago places here. I don't want to get too into it.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you is the Chicago-style places here.
Yeah.
Kind of goofy. If you really need it, you can get it here. But they are like hamburgers with meatballs on them and stuff like that. But you can get it here if you want to find it. But Chicago is where it's at. I miss the food. I miss my friends.
Aww.
I miss my homies.
Aw. Well, say hi. Hi, homie.
If any of them are watching right now, I'm very sorry for me. And I'm not wearing another jacket. And just wish I was cooler right now. So I'm very sorry. But I'd like to tell you that the good thing of this experience is that G and I will be hunting giant skeletons.
Dude, I'm in, man. I'm in. As long as I can take some Crown Royal and some Mexican Coke, I'm in, dude.
My mom's texting me. She's going to pick me up after the show.
From Chicago?
No, I just need a ride home.
Is she here in Texas?
If you need a ride home, moms show up.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
Ma.
Hey, Mom.
How are you, Ma? How are you?
Mom, I'm sorry. I'm not cool right now, Mom. I'm just so sorry. But no, like we were talking about the so I leave my corporate job.
Mm-hmm.
I follow my dreams to try and do what I do. I've been going to flea markets since a little kid. I'm really interested in old stuff and keeping out of landfills and just kind of like repurposing things and giving new life to things and just like it's way more interesting and meant to last longer than modern things.
Yeah.
So I'm really passionate about that kind of stuff. And I just kind of like hit the ground running and started doing that. And then before you know, I started throwing my own market, which is what I'm talking about today. Partially is I throw a market. It's called the North Loop Pop-Up. If you go to northlooppopup.com, that's the flyer by the great Alan LaFuente.
Oh, nice.
He's incredible. But it's like 40 small businesses. There's no application process. It's all people that I meet out and about. All kinds of small businesses, jewelry, art, vintage clothing, antiques. Like there's a pizza place there. We have a DJ that plays records. We do a lot of charity work. It's been really rewarding to put myself out there and help out a lot of small businesses and get them some love. So it's been great.
Nice. And so is it outside or is it inside?
It is outside, which is hot.
Okay.
It's hot.
Yeah. But you got drinks and stuff like
We
that.
do. This one has there's a shaved ice there.
Oh, nice.
There's iced coffee there.
Nice.
And plus we're all sweating together. You know what I mean? So that makes it worthwhile. But yeah, it's just really fun. It's a fun way to spend the day. Nice. Supporting small business and not the big businesses in the world. And buying some unique things that you can't
Yeah.
find in most places. I try to curate it to get like some really interesting people there.
How often do you do this? I just wanted to ask that.
Yeah, so the market is the last Saturday of every month, and it's in North Loop. If you go to the website, like I said, www.northlooppopup.com, or you can scan the QR code if you're watching this. But anyway, it's been really fun. I've met a lot of people doing this, and it's a little community of people, and we all look out for each other, and it's all good people, and it's positive. And the people that are there, you see the same faces, and you see them hanging out all day.
Right.
It's just a really fun way to spend some time.
And like, what kind of food can you get there?
This market has pizza. In the past, I had a guy called the Hot Dog King.
Mm-hmm.
I've had all different types of food, but this particular one has pizza. There's desserts. There's always a dessert option there.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be like little pies and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, it's a nice, you mean like a gift or treat yourself to something. And it makes you feel good buying from small business.
Yeah.
You don't want to buy from like, and you know what, the crazy thing is, I feel like these days, like the newer places, the prices there are way more expensive.
Mm.
So buy something older that's a little bit less expensive and
Yeah.
more unique and more cool.
Nice. What, like, give me like 3 examples of stuff that you can buy there.
Sure. So art. So there's a couple of artists, including the guy who made that poster, who's incredible. He makes all of our posters. But there'll be like different ceramics, there's paintings, there's drawings, there's watercolors. So all different kinds of art. We always love having creative people there. And then there'll be jewelry. A lot of people who make their own jewelry. So just
Nice.
really unique types of jewelry.
Yeah.
And then like just all kinds of like homeware and vintage clothing. Just really cool stuff like that, get you ready for the summer. Like get some wardrobe pieces for you to make you feel good. I mean, you dress like a champion already, you know?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, thank you to all my sugar mamas, because that's where these shirts come from.
Really?
Yeah, they come from all over the country. Some come from Hawaii, depending on where they are, where they're going to visit, and but yeah,
How many shirts do you have?
I have a closet, and it's got 1, 2, 3. It's a big closet,
Uh-huh.
and then I have in the laundry room. I have another closet, and it's nothing but the shirts.
How many closets?
Well, the one in my bedroom is huge. It's probably about the size of somebody's small bedroom.
Okay.
And then the laundry room is pretty big, and there's a closet in there.
Uh-huh.
So, and I had them put a dresser in there also. So, and I keep other stuff in there too.
How hard is it to decide what to wear on any given day?
I just close my eyes and I go like this.
And that works?
Yeah.
Have you ever been disappointed by this eyes closed technique?
If you'll notice today, there's no picture or anything behind us. We normally have a picture behind us because we have a green screen,
Mhm.
but I can't wear a shirt that has green in it. If it has a lot of green, then it just goes right. You can see through me,
Yeah.
And so, I have some shirts that are green,
Right.
and I've brought them in here before, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, that's how your
green
sugar
screen.
mom is to buy some clothes
Yeah.
that doesn't have much green in it.
Babe, I get some really nice shirts. I get some really nice shirts, and they also send me other stuff too, which I haven't had in a long time. So please, it's time to clip the buds, if you know what I mean.
What do they send?
Organic smoking products and some candy bars, chocolate candy bars. I also I'm a big fan of edibles.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but Willie Nelson. Hey, Willie.
What's up, Willie?
Willie can't smoke anymore,
Uh-huh.
so now he's gone to edibles. The reason he can't smoke anymore is because he's smoking too much. And even, my dad told me one time that no matter what you eat, if you eat too much of it, you're going to get sick. If you eat even more after you get sick, then you're going to end up with cancer or some shit. So stop, even orange juice. If you drink too much orange juice, you'll get cancer. Do you know that? So, yeah. So in moderation.
This is all, I'm learning a lot in this. This is a very educational program, I
Oh,
think.
thank you.
Giant skeletons.
Giant
If you drink too
skeletons.
much orange juice, you can get really sick.
Yeah.
You own
Yeah.
4 closets full of shirts that
Yes.
you get from women.
And do you know that if you eat too many carrots, you'll turn orange? your skin color will turn orange, and then you look like the Trump guy. You know.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so 3 things, jewelry
Yes.
that people make on their own.
Sure. Yeah.
And then what about furniture? Can you get furniture there?
Sometimes, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, honestly, I really try my best to make it all not one type of thing. So there'll be 40 small businesses set up selling all kinds of different things. And, you know, it's the kind of stuff that, like, sometimes you walk through a market and you're like, I don't need any of this stuff. And this market's full of some interesting stuff that you'll be glad to take a look at and maybe need for yourself or your family. Or
And so, like, let's say I used to be a amateur hoarder, and I actually wasn't a hoarder. What it was is I started collecting things that I thought I would need on a film. You know, like football helmets and bats and, you know, wigs and all sorts of different things, props and stuff that I thought I would use. I later found out that, you know, if I need it, I just go get it. You know, I don't have to store it.
Right.
You know, so I ended up selling a bunch of stuff in a garage sale. Like I have a king size rice carved bed. You know, it was ridiculous. The price was ridiculous, but I liked it, and so I bought it. And now I don't want it anymore. Could I bring it to your place or to this place and sell it there?
So that's the thing. So people do contact me and they want to set up, but it's specifically made for small businesses.
For small
it's not just for people like trying to clear out their attic or anything. Like I totally appreciate that, and I'd probably buy stuff from most people cleaning out their attic. But I just want to give small businesses a chance for them to set up and sell their stuff.
Okay. So is this place, is it like a lot, an empty lot?
Yeah, so it's like a giant like campus with all kinds of murals and stuff on it, and it's all outdoors, and it kind of wraps around. But yeah, it's worth checking out if you need something to do.
I think Google it. What is it called?
It's called northlooppopup.com.
northlooppopup.com.
Yeah, and the website's done by my good friend Kirk, who in the past he has covered your theme song, and he dressed like you, and he drank a Mexican tropical. What is it? What's the drink again?
Mexican martini.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
But he's a great dude. So
Nice. And Rob, you still don't drink, right?
no, not really. No,
Yeah. Oh, not really?
I don't drink.
Oh, he doesn't drink.
But
So-
that's not like public knowledge. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I don't put that on my Wikipedia page or
Yeah.
anything.
Well, he used to be a bartender, if I remember
I
correctly,
did, yeah.
and he didn't drink. Or
It's
I
like
don't-
Sam Malone. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah. Well, Sam didn't drink because he was an alcoholic.
Right, but
I got the website up, yo.
thanks so much.
Okay, here we go. So here's the pop-up North Loop pop-up market. And so people come to you and they say, hello, Rob, how you doing? I've got a lot of stuff I've got to sell. I make jewelry and I want to sell it.
Yeah, they do. That's what I say, exactly.
And so they come to you and let's say, do you charge by the size of the table? Can you give us like a range?
Yeah, I mean, so like people who have small tables, it's a different price. I mean,
Okay.
most people have like a 10 by 10 tent.
Okay.
Where they can fit like all their stuff in it, and they're all set up and display. And like that's something I want to make sure I mention is that when you go to something like this, like a pop-up market or something like that, everybody that's there spent a lot of time getting ready for it.
Yeah.
So you have to pick out and get ready and price everything you have, then fill your vehicle to go to this place, take all your stuff out, set everything up, to then at the end of the day, take everything back, pack it up, and take it back home to do it again.
Right.
So there's a lot of different, it's a lot of work for the people who do it. So it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
Like nobody's getting rich doing it. It's just a passion. It's like, it's working for yourself and doing something creative and just like putting yourself out there. So that's a good part of it too, is like me personally, like I'm a very curious person. So I say yes to almost everything that people ask me to do professionally. So if they're like, I have this thing you might be interested in, I'll go take a look at almost anything. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times it doesn't wind up being anything. Sometimes it winds up being you in danger and you're in somebody's home.
Ooh.
And you're being circled by a guy named the Reverend and some woman, and they're trying to sell you their grandmother's clothing. It's this whole awkward thing.
Was the grandmother still wearing it?
No, not in this particular situation, but sometimes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just say yes to everything. So you you wind up in some interesting places. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are kind. I don't always drink Smart Water, but this is what. So just don't pay attention to the branding.
Does it work? It didn't work for me. I tried it for like 2 years.
I don't know.
Pendejo.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when you do something like what I do for a living, so
Yeah.
predominantly what I buy like older clothing,
Yeah.
Art, collectibles, furniture, things like that. So like I'll wind up in a ton of strangers' homes because I say yes to so many things.
Yeah.
So I remember I was traveling one time and I saw a sign for a sale coming in a couple weeks, and I went to the guy's house and he let me in. And within 5 minutes, the guy asked me, "Would you like to see a tiger skeleton?" I was like,
Wow.
yes,
How
of
cool is
course.
that?
No doubt about it. I want to see a tiger skeleton. He told me he used to be a bodyguard for one of the governors. And he told me this awesome story about how he was selling all of his stuff because he was going on a cross-country motorcycle trip with his wife. And his wife got sick and she had to have her legs amputated. So he built her a sidecar to take her with on this cross-country trip. And then she passed away. So his new thing was he was going to spread her ashes in the 4 corners of the United States.
Mhm.
So he was telling me all this stuff about being the bodyguard for a governor and all this stuff. And it was just, you just learn a lot of interesting things about people that make your job so much better.
Right.
I went to one house one time, and when I was there, these armed guards came and took away all this art to a museum in Galveston. They said the art was appraised at like $1 million or something like that. And when I was there was this kid who said he was like homeless and he was down on his luck and he just got his first apartment and he was looking for some stuff and there was a guitar there and the guitar was like $8,000 or something like that. And then she was like, "You should play it." He's like, "I don't even want to look at a guitar that's $8,000. And she's like, "Just play it." So he did. And she's like, "Well, you're never going to be alone again because you're taking that guitar with you. My husband would have wanted you to have it." And he's crying and everyone's crying. And you have so many special moments that you see doing this, and you make so many connections with people where you like learn about them. And even when you sell these items, it's also you're selling items that are like something that someone's going to want to wear or put up in their home, or it's like a very personal thing that you're adding to their life.
Yeah.
So it's really special to be able to pick things out and curate them and decorate their homes or give them like, so many times people said to me like, "I'm never going to take this shirt off," or "This purse is my new boyfriend," or whatever. And you just know that you've done something that in the moment of you acquiring all this stuff, you don't think about the impact that it makes on people and also the impact that it makes on not winding up in a landfill or something else like that. So it's just really rewarding to have a curious heart and mind and travel around and meet people and purchase things and set up markets. And this market, I don't have, I sometimes have like charities there. I'll have like dogs for adoption, but it's just way too hot for all that right now.
Yeah.
But we've done stuff in the past for like seniors and things like that. So I'm always trying to find ways to use the market to help people and help small businesses. So it's been really rewarding. And it's also, like I said, I came from a place where I was working a corporate gig and I was super depressed and miserable. And if you would have told me then that like a few years later, I'd be walking around a market that I'm throwing for 40 small businesses holding my son, it would have sounded insane to me, you know?
Right,
so you just can't be, any moment that you feel down, there's always a chance to turn it around.
Yeah.
And you just kind of follow your heart and go for it. You know what I mean? And you kind of, there's ups and downs, but you just got to keep chasing ups, you know?
Right. So basically, if you go to this place, it's kind of like a farmer's market, but you sell, people make their own jewelry,
So, like-
and some people sell stuff that they bought
Yeah,
themselves.
and that's the next step for me because I'm looking for a spot to own like a brick and mortar or to have my own shop kind of thing where I can rent out spaces and throw the market in more of like a indoor spot where it's like an antique mall, but like a very cool antique mall with like, a plant person, a coffee person, like all the different little businesses that I use and kind of make it like a regular spot as opposed to just once a month.
Okay.
So that's my dream, my goal. Just keep doing that. And plus, you were mentioned earlier, Austin Public.
Mhm.
I can't recommend this place enough. Like the stuff you're able to do here, like it's really it's an awesome place. I'm trying to do some stuff here too. I've been working on making a show about paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to people who've seen ghosts and monsters and things like that. Woman told me she had a haunted Peruvian mirror.
I want to let you know, we don't have to stop right now, but we go off the air in 15 seconds. So I just wanted y'all to say goodbye and then we can, I'll shut up.
Well, I want to say happy birthday to my friend Trinidad Gomez. I was going to show a picture of him. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of Trini. Awesome guy. And he has a kid. Here's a, All right, so here's a picture of Trini. I don't know if you guys can do a.
Oh, my head blocking stuff. Okay.
There we go. There's Trini right there. Ta-da! Can we do a close-up? There you go. Happy birthday, Trini. I don't know how old you are. I'm thinking probably you've got to be in your 25-ish. I think you're like 25 or something like that. He used to live in the old neighborhood many moons ago, and super, super nice guy, cool kid. Are we done?
We're
I mean-
on cable, but we're still on Facebook and YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. So, kids, we're on Facebook, and so, but the TV show is off.
Yeah, we're off cable right
Okay. All right. Are we still on the website, on our website?
now. We will be streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Right
Okay. All right. So, Rob, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for so much and sharing with us. And I will come and check out your place. Tell them the name again.
Northleappopup.com. Check it out. Stop by. Say hey to me. I love meeting people.
Nice. All right, kids. We don't have credits today, so I want to introduce our crew is Rob today and Mark. And Mark, what's your last name?
Oh, Ross. Yeah.
Is Mark Ross. Say hi. And our fearless director, Tyrone Demetrius Smith. Ta-da! The only white guy you'll ever meet with the name Tyrone
Well, I
Demetrius.
guess let's say
Okay.
Let's say deuce to everyone.
Okay, deuce to everyone. Peace in the Middle East.
All right.
Okay. Ta-da! Bye, kids.
Yeah, this is clock wrong.
We'll see you. I don't
know.
think so.
That's right.
We're-
Oh, so we're still on.
We're still on. Oh, well, we're still on. Yeah, our director has, I guess our director has been drinking. Or he might have been smoking something. Oh, okay. He hasn't smoked anything yet. But anyway, kids, thank you so much for joining us. We have like 30 seconds left. Just want to say thank you for joining us. We're so glad to be back. Thank you to Dougie and Charlie and everybody that works here and everybody that's going to be on the show eventually. Thank you for contacting us and wanting to be on the show again. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Rob, anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say shout out to my cousin Jeff, my cousin Def Jeff, Little Swami, Daniel, Christina, Kirk, Little Momo, and my son Bruce. What's up?
Woohoo! And you said the wife too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
she's in there.
Yeah, because you got to live. Is that it, Tyrone? Are we good? 57 and a half, and we're at 57 and 47. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. And look, I'm wearing sandals.
You are always
no
wearing
socks.
sandals.
It's 58:30, but I totally forgot. For some reason.
Oh, it's 58:30?
It's because that's stupid clock.
Okay,
The clock-
so kids, we're still on for another 25 seconds. Tyrone, do you want to come in here and say something?
Oh,
Since this is our first episode in like 2 years or 3 years or,
15 seconds.
um,
Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode, I guess. I don't know. I appreciate y'all. We're going to keep grinding, and thank you. Bye.
peace. All right, so now we're really off. Yeah. All right, Tyrone. I want to smoke whatever it is you're smoking, but I want twice as much. Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill it.
You should really stop that by. That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
will.
fun.
Yeah, I
All the
will.
people that are doing it, like there's somebody I met. She's like, I want to be a picker for you, and